Today, I'm gonna clean out the bed pack in the parlor, in the holding area, because yesterday, well actually 2 days ago, we loaded up all the Highlanders and the goats, and they just arrived yesterday down there, so that's all good. They're all at their new location in Kentucky, so that all went well. Now, I have the little dump cart that came with this farm and a 5130. Now we have two 5130s, one two-wheel drive, one four-wheel drive, a 5230 and a 5140. So we have a handful of this tractor brands. They're extremely reliable machines, all high-houred, and they just keep running. This has 14,000 hours, 14,700 hours on it, if I remember reading correctly, something like that. And this thing is the best shape out of all of them that we have. Like, gorgeous shape. Even has fenders still. None of ours have fenders. And a 3-point hitch arms. But anyways, I'm gonna use this little dump cart to put the bed pack manure in, because I don't want to have to drive around the whole yard with this every skid steer bucket, and make it a little faster. So I got some stuff swung out of the way, and even with that little wagon, it'll probably be 2 loads before I get everything out. Maybe not, but I'm guessing, because it's pretty deep, and straw takes a lot of volume quick. We got to move the pressure washer and the hose. We brought that in here because it was freezing last night, and I didn't want it to crack a line in there. It might have not froze too bad in the barn. I haven't been in there actually yet today, but I just didn't want to risk it. Well, this is gonna be a lot more than just two loads. I am very full in the wagon, and this is about all I've gotten so far. We got 2 loads out so far, and probably have another 2. Now, I've been going slow just because it's tight quarters, and I'm glad I was, because I did not know that half of this holding area had rubber floor, which is actually very neat. But that means I have to be even more careful now, because the rest of the way over, not that I had the cutting edge pitch too much, because I did in the beginning, and then for some reason I just didn't right here, and I didn't even notice with that scoop. But when I did that scoop up there, because that's the first one I did right here, when I came back in, I saw this the piece to connect it. Yeah, well, at least I didn't rip it off. So we got another couple loads, and then probably be a bunch of hand shoveling to get everything out the sides. I won't really record the next 2 loads because it's quite simple and slow, because the bucket really only has about 4 inches of room to get through here. It's a wide bucket. I think it's 84 inches. And yeah, it's tight quarters. But we'll get this cleaned out now, and then we'll share what else we got going on. Ferdy, he's getting the power situated for the grain bins. He's got one of them working so far, and he'll get the other ones going too. So Henry wanted to tag along, and I'm letting him steer. We're just driving to the back of the yard, and he's all excited. Are you happy Uncle's letting you steer? Yes. He said Andreas is happy that he's driving. That's what he said. Well, we used the big water hose, soaked this all to get it kind of loosened up. Then we pumped that like storage tank out, so we ran out of water. Now Alex is trying to hose off more of this big material. And then once it's all said and done, we'll hit it with the pressure washer. Alex and me, there was a 5 by 8 square right here, 4 inches deep. This was when they built the barn, the foot bath that they designed. That's how they just did it back then. But Carrie said it did not work as it was intended to. It was too short and too wide, so the cows weren't spending enough time in it. So she ended up switching to kind of ones that fit in the 2 return lanes, one on both sides, and that works exactly how foot baths should, because they were longer and the cows would take multiple steps in it. So she said this would collect manure and it'd have to get scraped out every single day, because it would get thick and it wasn't easy. So since there's no cows here, we're gonna cement it. You still gotta scrape the manure off every day, but it'll be much thinner. And Purdy's got the pressure washer going now, getting all the grooves cleaned out, and then the cement grooves. So this was put in by Jason Doe. Yeah. Two years.
I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago now. But it's only been used for like maybe 1 or 2 years. Yeah. It's sat idle for a couple. So.
Yeah, so he did all that too where the cows milk. This is really nice mats. This is Anamat, the company that Jason also uses for the mats that are in this barn and in our barn for 2 groups.
The cow mattresses there.
Very comfortable mats, and we wanted to put it in our barn, but it is a little pricey.
Yeah. Maybe at some point we'll do something, because where it's slippery, it's nice to have where you know where you should put it.
So, but it's nice that it's already in this barn. Everybody's gone. They went to the home farm to do other stuff. And Ferdy is getting, well, he's getting the grain auger, the other, because the bins were sold, both of them that we put up. We were able to get one back from the person that bought them, because we're good friends with them, and they sold one of them back to us. And we accidentally grabbed the wrong auger for the bin, because they had both augers, one's longer than the other. So Ferdy's headed back down there. I think it's an 1.5-hour drive one way, but he's getting the right auger, and I'm working in the parlor. I'm cutting this bottom rail off here because it's fully rotted in 3 sections here. So we're getting that done before cows are here. I did have to tack weld this pipe on here. That way it kept everything nice and in line, so when I put the new one on, it all actually sits in the right place. Alex ended up doing a bunch of pressure washing later when Ferdy had to go do other stuff. She got all the rubber mats done. She just has the cement left to do, but she's got a bunch of straw stuff that came off the mats to clean up before we can do that. Don't really want to push that into the hopper, or the manure alley in the back. Well, we are definitely gaining there, and cows will be in here Friday, and right now it is Wednesday night. So, time is getting close. So stay tuned. And I don't think this will be the end of the video. probably record more tomorrow. Got the second wire on right now for this last bin here. We were gonna be done yesterday, but like I was saying, we had to get the longer auger. We got that now. This bin and auger used to actually sit here. We bought it back. And maybe I recorded some now. We got the bins numbered for the grain that's gonna be going here. And that grain is coming, I think one's coming today.
The other's coming early tomorrow.
Yeah, early in the morning because cows will be here in the morning. So 2 bins, the middle bin is 100% ready. That bin right there, Ferdy saw a piece that was kind of rotted. So he's changing it out before anything is in there. And this one, we just got to put this auger back on and we'll get there. Yep. Gerhardt's are on the skid steer. We got this thing lifted. They're trying to line up a bolt. Alex is helping Ferdy. Henry is taking care of that drill over there, playing. There's a lot of supplies here right now, but it'll all get cleaned up, so don't gotta worry. Twist this a little bit. They got silicone on there, so it shouldn't leak. So I'm gonna put this camera down. So we just put the last one on. Stanley lifted me up. Skid steer, I was up there, and Ferdy was lining these bolts up. So we're almost all done. We can't forget our come on that we left right there. We were sliding those bins along. We used it to get that in position. So this is how the bins are looking with the augers. That one's sticking a little farther out. We kind of had it turned a little much that way. Otherwise it would kind of look like this one all in the same spot. But it's in the same general vicinity. That's the word I'm looking for. So it'll be just fine. And they all turn on, and tomorrow one of the bins will have a pre-mix. We've never done that before. We've always in our farm, the home farm. Did we back in the day? Yeah, I guess back in the day we used to have a pre-mixed grains, but then we have the grain shed, so we have each thing separate. But here it's going to be a pre-mix for most of it, and then we're going to have one bin separate for cornmeal, and then whatever this little guy does, we'll see when that comes. But for the start, we're going to be using the 2 30-ton bins tomorrow.
And they can only bring 18 tons.
Yeah.
With a small trailer until we make the road.
Yeah, so they're only going to be bringing 18 tons because it's only a straight job can get in here.
I think at some point I'm going to change this bottom piece
because it's just the turning around vicinity. Until this road dries up, then we're going to rip it down and put a base in. We got some stones here, we might need more, but it's just too wet right now, and it's a hell of a mud season we're having. And then we're gonna make a road through here. That way 18-wheelers, the milk trucks, us with the manure tankers, and the grain trucks can get in and out easy because it's just tight. I grabbed the steel this morning for this, so I gotta get that done. Looks like you guys are closing in. You're all right being on the YouTube, right?
Yes, we're fine.
You guys
waiting for a little more hot water to finish up these hoses.
Okay.
Tidy up some air lines. Making a final punch list.
Yeah. And then Damien and Brady are, looks like they're working on that step right there.
Step lined up, yep.
You want it on YouTube, Brady? Your butt? No. I was trying to put this on the other day and then it didn't. Seemed like something was off.
Well, that's what you were doing.
I mean, that's fine. I didn't even, I found that bracket later after I tried putting it on. So they just turned the wash on, test the system. This is the first time it has ran anything through it in a year and a half, or is it 2 years?
Well, whenever Carrie stopped with her her bottled milk there.
Yeah, so it's been a little while. Making sure all the pumps work. And we will be milking at some point tomorrow. We don't know when. Brady said he's gonna put the first cow on.
Nope.
I got this side all done. I got one more to do on the other side. Champlain Dairy, they're closing in on getting everything done. I guess tomorrow they got a little bit more stuff to do before we can get going, but it'll all work out. It'll just be a tight schedule. I gotta put some galvanized paint on these two pipes, and I gotta still do the other one. Alex is pressure washing again right here. Getting these grooves opened up. Bed pack was all hard in there. You can actually see some of the flakes coming out. Like right there. And yes, she's gonna wash the back wall. She already did over there. She likes pressure washing. This is almost fully hardened. My handmade diamond pattern. It ain't pretty, but it'll get the job done. And Ferdy was working on the water troughs. So he was working on these. He's getting some floats put on, and then seeing how it looks. Yeah, we'll probably dump it once and clean that dirt out, because this is the first time we've filled them since doing this. Oh, I thought the water was, I guess on the camera you can clearly tell that the water is below the tile right there. We got all that water line at least pulled off now. We gotta still take the fittings apart because they're all good. But you can see how it's gravity filling these. And then the same for back there. I gotta put a lag in here and a lag in here. I have this pipe sitting here, which was neck rail. And then I'm gonna use the excess of it for those slant bars I'm gonna weld in, because it'll work perfect for that. So, small random stuff to do. I gotta pull that plate off right there, because I had to cement it because the alley scraper was getting stuck on this dent right here. So, just stuff like that. You can see this one is filling now, and that means it's gravity filling the one in the back. It's all working right?
Yeah.
The water came a long ways from when we first started.
Right? Yeah.
And then this is gonna have a steel cover that were already made for this, gonna get bolted back on. So right there. Probably gotta drill some new bolt holes maybe.
No.
Okay, there. Oh no.
The holes are.
I was looking at this. There's right here.
Hole right there, and a hole right there. I got some new bolts. I'll paint that covered a little bit and put it back on.
Yeah, we got to take that wire off right there so the cows don't eat it, because they will. That was there for the water or for the goats to. Oh, it shut off.
It's gonna turn back on because it's going down. That one's.
Oh, you can see it.
I just cleaned that one over there.
You can see it sucking it down.
Yeah. So that one's still filling up.
Okay.
And then that's gonna turn back on because it's going down.
Yeah, and you can see we got some cameras in here. We'll probably end up putting more in the future. And then once that's done, pressure. Oh, look at that. So that's how the gravity works, if people are wondering.
Right.
The last thing to do after is actually pressure wash these two lanes, this walkway, that walkway, and then over there.
There's still cement here, and that way none of those stones get in the feet.
Yep. So that was another reason to pressure wash it, to make sure there's no grit that can get in their hooves. It's going to be a tight schedule, but we'll get it done.
Right. Well, technically, we can put all the cows for tomorrow almost on that side.
Yep.
We can work on this side pretty much all day tomorrow, so it won't be that bad, because that side we got to take those pipes out. There's a couple wires we got to take off, and then that side's pretty well set, and we can still pressure wash and do everything on this side that we
And the cows that are going on this side will be coming Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Gerhard wants to switch it, but we can do that when we're done this side.
Yep.
If he wants, I don't care. Gerhard's has the plan for that, not me.
Yeah. Big moves, big moves.
Bins are all done.
They actually brought.
Cornmeal is in the first bin.
We didn't even get a video of the first time.
Shit. No, I did not. I took a picture of it, but it's in the wrong direction. But we can get a video tomorrow of the mix going in.
Yeah, the pre-mix.
Maybe. They're coming early, so we'll see.
They said 5 a.m.
Well,
and we're doing other stuff at 5 a.m.
yeah.
And we're not gonna be over here.
Not just for that. We're not that motivated to get a 10-second clip.
No. It's 8:30 at night, and we've been doing a bunch of stuff, but about an hour ago I ran out of gas on this. I just haven't grabbed the camera, but I was coming up here and then I found out I mounted it here. So I grabbed that. I have, where was I? Right here. I ran out of gas literally on the start of that weld. So I got the back side of 1, 2, 3, 4, and the back side of that. So back side of 5 of those left here to weld, and then it's all done. I painted the other side with some galvanized spray paint. I'll do this one tomorrow once I get a can. I gotta make sure. This is just a little tank. It's our backup because we got 2 big tanks, 1 for each big welder, and then this is the backup just in case. So it ran out. We'll have to get 2. Well, you saw that we were in the holding area. We just loaded up the back of Ferdy's pickup with a pickup load of stuff. It's we still got to finish cleaning up in here. There's been a lot of technology stuff having to be put in. We had that going on, and yeah, this is the office for in here. What do you think, Garrett? Tomorrow,
I think there's a lot to do tomorrow.
There is. Yeah, tomorrow the first, well, kind of group or side of the barn, whichever way it goes. Either the big pen or half the barn will be full tomorrow.
Yeah.
What? All right. Well, I think this is gonna end the video. I had to turn that light off. I couldn't find the switch. And yes, so the parlor is still in wash mode. That's why you see it blinking. So our mini tank ran out. We'll get that one replaced, and we'll get the normal big welding tank tomorrow. And I think Christoph said the other one was almost out too when I called him if the other one was filled.
Oh, this is nice. I like this.
I hate the big torch tank.
The big oxygen tank. It's a good way to get a hernia.
Oh, the camera is picking up the lights. I didn't think it was because of when they flash, sometimes stuff doesn't pick up. But yeah, it's in wash right now, and yeah, it won't look like that when you're milking. But more to come, so thanks for watching. Till the next one.